aside from me going on this soliloquy about how America doesn't want to work, etc., let's get into a little bit of stocks here, okay? Now, I'm looking on the big board right now on what is hot right now, folks. And let's go ahead and do this. Put the PC shot on. I've got a 48-inch ultra-wide Samsung screen. So if you're wondering how I'm able to do all this stuff, that's the reason. Anyway, I'm looking at the big board right now, and I'm seeing a lot of things going up the pre-market. Now, the thing about working on the pre-market for any potential plays on a short-term or day trading type capacity, you want to make sure that even though it may be going up a high percentage, you want to take a look at the volume. All right, the volume. Let me give you an example. Right now, we're at, let me see, ECOM. I'm not advising anybody to buy this. This is not a stock to watch, but right now, ECOM is, it's up 54% in the pre-market. All right, look at that right there. It's up 54% in the pre-market right there. The problem is that the before volume is a little bit mediocre. Okay, it's 858,000, now 859,000 volume in the pre-market, right? Let's take a look at the public float. The public float on that is about 27.53. So that isn't horrible, but it isn't like, you know, I like to see if I'm going to see low volume. Because if it's under 1 million, it's somewhat low. That means that there's just a group of investors that may be trying to pump up the stock. You take a look at the public float, it's 27 million. I like to see that either in the low 20s or even in the teens. If you see that in the teens, in my opinion, for a day trading play, oh, well, look, we got 1.5 million. What the hell's going on here? It says channel advisor shares rally on deal to sell. Okay, so they're going private. So that makes sense. This is not a play. This is a play actually for a buyout play. I think, as you can see, there's not much waves in this chart here. So this is definitely not one that you want to take a look at. Another one that I like here, and I'm looking at it, it's ISEE. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. This is also moving in the play in the pre-market, and this is up 25% in the pre-market. Looks like a bio stock. And take a look at those peaks and valleys. Take a look at those peaks and valleys. We've got 13 million in the pre-market. And hold on, what is this? Coyote musk scent.
Did you know dogs have anal glands that secrete a potent?
All right, dude. We don't want to hear about your sick, disgusting, dog fetish, dude. All right.
Can you try?
We don't want it. We don't care.
Describe his scent.
You're a sick bastard. All right. It's too early in the morning for this garbage. Coyote musk scent, you idiot. Anyway, as I was stating, we got 13.6 volume, 13.7 volume in the pre-market. That looks good. 29%, you've got a lot of volatility going on. That's a good sign that you may be able to make a play on this. The public float is a little high, though. You know, so even though it's 106 million public float, and by the way, people are asking, what the hell is public float? Those are the shares that are floating around in the public. All right, this is the total shares outstanding, and if you're asking, well, how come the total shares outstanding are more than the public float? That's because most of the folks that are holding outside the public float arena are usually CEOs, chairman of the board, those folks. So anyway, this is a pretty high public float, but you're seeing 13.9 million volume. So in my opinion, this would be something to entertain or look at for a day trading play. And the reason I'm suggesting this, or not suggesting, just looking at this, showing what is to watch. I'm not advising anybody to buy into these stocks, but this is the kind of strategy you want to go into the day's trading knowing. If you take a look at this huge peak and valley up here, there's people that have been buying this. Look at this, as high as $14. As high as $14. So if somebody in the pre-market is buying as high as $14, and right now going into the market, it's at about $12.35, $12.36. My suggestion also, when the bell rings, and we'll observe this because the bell's about to ring here in about 12 minutes. When the bell rings, what happens typically is you're going to see a major pop-off within the first several minutes on day trading stocks like this. You're going to see a real quick pop off, and then when the first several minutes is going to start going down. That is the entertaining spot for a potential day trading play from my experience. All right. So anyway, I just want to let you know this one doesn't look bad. Once again, the symbol on this one is ISEE for a day trading play. I'm looking at another one in the pre-market. This is APDN. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that. APDN. And APDN right now is 21% increase on the pre-market. Now, as we can see, this is very interesting. It was dead up until about 8-something a.m. We've got about 1.5 million before the market. Now it's up 10%. It was up 25%. Let me go ahead and I'm looking at I don't know. I'm having a discrepancy here. I'm looking on my big board right now. It says 20%. Unfortunately, here in market, it says 11. Market watch, it says 11. Either way, it's up. We've got 1.5 million in the volume. The public float on this, look at this, 12.63 million. Okay, what's the news on this? Applied DNA Science shares rise 5% after contract extension. Okay, so we've got things in the markets. I guess I like those peaks and valleys. I mean, in the pre-market, somebody bought this as high as what, 335, 338. So, in my opinion, this one doesn't look bad as well. This one doesn't look bad as well. I mean, I'm not saying to buy it, but these are potential plays if you're going to be entertaining anything in the day trading arena. This isn't bad, and please excuse Pinochet. He's drinking water in the background. Another one that I'm looking at on the big board here, it is up about almost 20%, is ONVO. ONVO. Let's go ahead and see what the hell that is. ONVO in the house. There's Pinochet, and there's ONVO. Now, this one, I don't know. I don't like this. There's a big peak here, but you see all these little squigglies here? I mean, you want to see bigger peaks and valleys. When you see bigger peaks and valleys and more volatility, that is a propensity from my experience that you're going to see that type of volatility transfer into the regular day trading session, and there will be a potential for plays of getting in and out of a stock that has that type of it's just swinging up and down type of, like what's going on right now in the Dow Jones. You see this? What's going on down with the Dow Jones? That's what you want to see in a stock. What's up, Alexander the Resurrection?
No one gives a fuck about your shitty financial advice and political analysis.
Go shove it up your ass.
You scammed me out of $5 and I deserve a snake up the ass, you fucking shekel collecting Jew. Everyone type 1 in the chat for
Dude,
snake
I don't
ass.
approve of this.
Justice for
this
snake
guy,
ass.
I don't know, Alexander the Resurrection, you're out of order. You're completely out of order. And by the way, you're making my dog upset. Here, come here, Pinochet. I'm sorry, Alexander the Resurrection is a troll terrorist bastard and wants to interrupt my show. I'm out here giving millions of dollars of information to people. And of course, people just want to be a bunch of troll terrorist cyber vermin. All right, look, let me just continue because you ass cracks are wasting my time. All right, anyway, I don't like this one. I know that this is moving up in the pre-market, but I don't like it. That's not one that I don't like. ONVO, I don't like that. I wouldn't do that one. Okay, one more here. We've got FWBI that's moving in the pre-market. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. FWBI, and that is another bio stock. You're going to see a lot of volatility in bio stocks. Now, that one doesn't look bad just by looking at the chart. We've got 2.6 million before market volume. That doesn't look too bad. Oh man, dude, this one looks attractive. Take a look at the public float on this one. 1.37 million. Okay, so that means that unfortunately right now it looks like it's going to be a decent day on the market, at least according to the futures. Everything's upward. But this would be a very attractive stock if this was up in the pre-market. It still looks pretty attractive. I like the peaks and valleys. I mean, there is opportunity here today, I believe. Look, it went as high as 435 in the pre-market. So I really do kind of like this one. But if this was a down market and we were seeing this type of increase in the volume and in the price in the pre-market, this would be an unbelievable stock to get into, because what happens when the market's down? is that typically everybody tries to go right at anything that's profitable right now. You know, if we were seeing nothing but red, all investors, institutional and retail investors, flock. They absolutely flock at anything in the positive. So anyway, let me go ahead and take the PC shot off there. I hope that some of you folks kind of gathered a strategy around day trading here. And what's going to happen here in about 6 minutes, we're going to observe some of the stocks. All right, we're going to observe some of these. Let me go ahead and put them on the board here so that we can observe these stocks and take a look so that everyone can learn. No one's going to learn how to day trade unless they see it in real time. So let me put some of these stocks I had suggested here. I think it was ISEE was one. Let me go ahead and put that one. I think, what was it? ADPN was. No, I think ADPN was. Let me go ahead and go put that. I'm not day trading, by the way, today. I'm actually broadcasting to you guys. So I'm not making any plays. I'm just trying to show folks that there is money to be made. There's capital to be made in these day trading stocks. I'm just trying to show people examples on how to somewhat have a strategy going into day trading. All right, because you have to have some level, at least some level of understanding of what the hell you're doing. Anyway, before the 5 minutes, we got 5 more minutes before the market starts. I do want to talk about a couple of things here. I know I've got Wall Street Bets is a scam. It is a scam, but folks, I'm literally taking their money. I mean, these morons flock to anything that whatever's posted on their stupid damn subreddit, or they flock to anything that's profitable. They absolutely flock to anything that's profitable. And please excuse the background noise. I am waiting for the landscapers to come in. So at any point you could be hearing landscaping sounds, and I got my landscaping service because we've been having nothing but rain, and you know it has caused the grass and all the landscape to go out of whack. I need them to. I just hope that they don't eat the cactus that these. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know the cactus story. I don't want to know. Anyway, let's just wait. Let me just talk a little bit about Wall Street Bets. I think I already did. They're a fraud. I think that's all you need to know about it. And secondly, cryptocurrency, folks, please, all right, if you haven't already done so, just entertain liquidating what you have and getting the hell out of there, folks. The only thing maintaining cryptocurrency at this point in time at these levels are people that still believe that somehow, some way, we're going to see, I don't know, close to $70,000 on the value of cryptocurrency. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull a chart on Bitcoin just so everybody understands what I'm talking about right before the market starts. Put the PC shot on. Look at that year-to-date chart on crypto. Now, folks, if you go on Ghost.report, I had suggested back in November that people start selling off back then. And we take a look at November, this was the highest point of cryptocurrency's price. And you can go back to Ghost.report. It's the Black Friday market report that I posted last Black Friday. And I told everybody that, look, if you're in crypto, get the hell out and get the hell out ASAP. All right? And I started suggesting that we're going to see the tumbling of cryptocurrency. And you want to know why it happened? It happened because of the same type of mentality that encapsulates Wall Street Bets. All right? Mindless idiot man-children that have no idea what they're doing at all when it comes to investing. I mean, meme coins are a perfect example. I mean, we had a bunch of man-children that are like, I'm investing in a coin because it has a nice little dog with a little smile on it. Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. And yeah, those are, I just want to go ahead. The guy who created a Dogecoin can't believe that people are taking it serious. It was meant as a joke. And that just goes to show you what kind of idiots we have in the cryptocurrency market, all right? I mean, we got people that believe that, digital damn images are the thing of the future. NFTs, that they're going to somehow gain value. You know what, folks? And I'm going to say this right before the market opens. Let's say we are going to go into a global depression, which I believe we are. And at the very least, a global recession. Who the hell is going to pay you a dime for some stupid digital image when people are trying to scrounge around for food? and sustenance and shit like that. I mean, who's gonna pay you a dime for NFTs? Nobody. Nobody. When people are starving, say, hey, you know, I know you got this slab of beef here. I've got this NFT, crypto dick butts, and was hoping that maybe I can, trade my crypto dick butts NFT, and maybe you can give me that, slab of that cow there. Maybe you can give me a little bit of the New York strip loin, or they're not going to give you a damn thing. Anyway, we're counting down to the market, folks. Once again, stocks to watch for day trading. FWBI, symbols ISEE, symbol ADPN, or APDN. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the market to start, and we're going to take a look at these charts and how they fluctuate. All right, let's go ahead and put the PC shot on. This is the one I liked. They're all here. There's FWBI, there's ISEE, and there's APDN. Now, what we're going to witness here is at the initial start of the market, which should start here in a second on its own, you're going to see an initial upward trend right off the bat within the first several minutes. And you don't want to buy at this rate, from my experience. You don't want to buy there. What you want to buy is you want to buy when you start seeing it going down. Now, what makes a capitalist a good capitalist is being able to kind of price that bottom as low as you can, so when it pops back up, you can make as most profit as you possibly can. So here we are. We're waiting for Market Watch. I'm on my big board. It's already started. All right, here we go. We're starting in the market. All right, let's go ahead and see where the trends go on these stocks. All right. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me here. I just want to remind everybody I am going to do the Ghost Show tonight, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be nothing but tomfoolery. So, all right. So for First Wave Biopharma, we're seeing 7.7 off the charts right off the bat. With ISEE, it looks like we're opening minus 4.5%. That's very interesting. And we've got APDN looking like it's starting at 9.34. Maybe I need to refresh this one. No, man, look at this one. This one isn't moving very much. This is, remember, this had a high public float. 106 million public float on this one. And this one, remember, had the lowest public float at 1.37 million. So let's see where these charts are going. The general market doesn't look like it's going very well. So whoever, no, here it is. No, it's going fairly well. It's moving. Let's see where we're at here. This is why you never buy initially off the gate. Look at this. Look at First Wave Bio. The one that I was favoriting throughout the stocks that were on the plus side in the pre-market. This is why I like a low public float, because when the market is attracted to it based upon many investors, how they go into day trading plays is by looking at what the big gainers are in the initial pre-market or during the day's trading. And when they look at factors like this, day traders look at factors like this. So once again, low public float, high volume. This is a very cheap price on top of that. $3 and change. That's a very cheap price. This one is the reason why I liked this one more than the other ones here. Where are we at on ICEE? Look at ICE right off the bat, 32.52%. What about APDN? Man, APDN is also up 11.91%. Now, what's going to happen here in the next few minutes? It's going to start to come down. People are going to start to sell off. So I want this to be reflected in the chart. But anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know that the reason I'm doing this is because I want capitalists to learn how to day trade so that, when the Wall Street bets and all these retail investors have lost all their money in the markets, this is how you really make capital. And look, I'm not a long-term investor in the stock market at this point. I think that right now, if you're going to invest in anything, I wouldn't even call it long-term, I would say at least for another 6 to 8 month play, is inverse ETFs. Now, if you're not familiar with inverse ETFs, those are exchange-traded funds, which are I don't want to get into the complexity of what ETFs are, but you can trade them like a stock. And inverse ETFs actually go up in value when the stock market goes down in value. So once again, that's the only thing that I'm suggesting that look like a pretty entertaining play are inverse ETFs. All right, now as you can see, look at First Wave Biopharma here, my favorite. Now as you see this trend going up, you see this? It's going to come down here in the next few minutes, and this happens all the time. Let me go ahead and see where this one, ISEE, is. Now, it looks like it's just kind of gone up to 32, and it's kind of just there. You see, it's a little dip on that one. I don't like the chart on that one. Let's go ahead and take a look at APDN. Now, you see APDN now may be starting to come down here. So this is what you want to look at when you're day trading, because you want to get the bottom of the first dip of the day. That's where the money is, the first dip of the day. And once you get the first dip of the day, that's when it's up to you as a capitalist on when you're going to pull out. You know, what's your comfort level? You know, how much money are you willing to, all right, I'm going to keep it in there. I can feel the momentum. Now, people ask, well, Ghost, how the fuck do you know if this is going to keep going up or if this is going to keep going down? Now, this is where you need very good trading platforms. There's something in the trading platform systems of many sophisticated brokerage firms called Level 2 trading. Now, Level 2 trading gives you access to all the asks and bids of what's going on. You see the dip? There's the dip right there. You see that dip? That right there is when you start entertaining. Oh, it went back up. So yeah, you see, this is the bad part about it. You see, this has got a very low public float. I mean, this 24% is ringing off all institutionalists and retail investors' charts right now. People are flocking to this. But as you can see, it wants to come down. It wants to come down. Anyway, back to Level 2 trading. What it does, it shows you the spread between the bid and the ask price, okay? Now, what you want to see is you want to see if there's more. Hold on, we got Nick. I'm not saying that
Good
name.
Good morning, Ghostler. Nice to see you doing a show. Are you still gonna be on tonight?
Yes,
Cheers.
I'm gonna be on tonight, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Look at this dip. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? There it is. Is it on ICEE as well? No, ICEE is actually taking a big upward trend. So you want to eyeball this one when it takes its first dip. And look at APDN. It's taking its first dip. You see that? Look at that. This is where you want to take an entertaining investment for the short day trading term when you start seeing these dips come down after the first few minutes. This happens most of the time. I wouldn't say all the time, but it happens most of the time. Do you see this? Look at this dip coming downward. This is where you make your money. And look, it's starting to come back up. You see, this is where you have to have Level 2 trading access. Because Level 2 trading access will give you the ability on, okay, I'm not going to buy yet. I mean, there's more asks than bids, or there's more bids than asks, etc. So I'm not even kidding around with you folks. What I'm giving you here is like millions of dollars of information. This is from experience. I mean, an experience in the market beats anything that anyone teaches you. So that's what we're doing. We're experiencing. Look, there's the dip. There it is. There it is. I told you every time. Well, not every time, but you know what I mean. Most of the time. This one has yet to dip yet. And this one is dipping as we speak. Now, I'm going to wait for this to come back up because it'll all come back up. Remember, these are pre-market gaining stocks with high volume, low public float. And it will come back up because this is how the volatility works in day trading, folks. This is how you make money. And as I stated, I don't have time to be explaining to you about Level 2, bids and asks. You may need to go on Investopedia and learn about that kind of stuff. But that's what's going to give you the heads up on when the hell to go in and when the hell to get out. All right, now look, right now, look at this. It's starting to kind of come back up a little bit. So at this point, at any point in this dip, you could have bought in, and you want to buy in at least 100 shares. I mean, unfortunately, many times you have really high shares, like $100 or, $50. You want these gems that are like $3. You know, where you can get 1,000 shares of these for $3,000, which $3,000 is a lot of money for some, but it shouldn't be a lot of money for day traders. And dude, I mean, every time it goes up the slightest, your whole 1,000 shares go. Look, it's still going down. Look at that. It'll eventually go back up, folks. It's just up to you as the day trader, as looking at your level 2, as analyzing the asks and the bids. You see this one right here? It's starting to level out. So this would be a good time, in my view, to entertain a buy on this one. I just wanted to show you all this. I hope that y'all aren't getting too bored about this. I'm just trying to let you all know this is how day trading works. Now, from my experiences, folks, I don't like day trading after lunch. Because after lunch, all hell breaks loose, dude. I mean, dude, it is just not worth. There's no kind of rhythm to after lunch. And what I mean by that is, look, here it goes. There it is. There it goes. Look at that. Like clockwork. If you would have gotten in on any of this dip right here, you'd be making money. All right, take a look at that. It went right back up. This one has been rather interesting. It's just kind of gradually going up. We're waiting for this one to go down, but remember, this one has a high public float. And this is why this one is not taking as easy of a dip downwards, because of the high public float on this one. And APDN, it looks like it's about to come up. As you can see, it's about to come up, but this one with the low public float, you're probably going to see this type of activity all day long on this stock. Look at that, right back up. Right back up. Unbelievable. And that's how you maintain liquidity. You know, from the profit that you make from when you buy it at the dip and then sell it at the next top, that's how you make liquidity. And you do that, in my opinion, from my opinion, the best times to do that is before 12 Eastern time. Or, you know, maybe even 12:30. It's when they come back from lunch. Dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's all the blood going to their stomachs to digest their food from their brain or something. I'll be honest with you. I would not suggest day trading after lunch. But this type of activity you're going to see up until about 10:45 or 11 a.m. Well, I should say that's Central Time. I usually, you know, unfortunately the market is in Eastern Time. I'm in Central Time. So I go by Central Time because I'm day trading out here in the Central Time Zone. So in Central Time at about 10:30 to 10:45 a.m. Central is when the West Coast wakes up. And when the West Coast wakes up, folks, whatever's happening here is going to go up even higher. Typically, not all the time. So observe these stocks for yourself, folks. All right, it looks like we're starting to get a dip here on ISEE. Here's the dip on APDN. I mean, observe these stocks for yourself. And you see these peaks and valleys here that are being developed. This is what day traders want to see. This is what day traders want to see right here. Here, the dip's almost coming down here. This is what you want to see because you want to get in and out of these things up until at least 12 o'clock so that you can, make about $1,000 or $2,000. Or, I mean, it's not hard to make thousands of dollars day trading. Now, it's not hard to lose thousands of dollars either. So that's why I'm telling you guys, it's not just, oh, look, it's a dip. I mean, you got to know why the dips are happening. That's why level 2 access is crucial to understanding when the hell to go in and when the hell to go out. So always remember that, folks. Anyway, I'm sorry I didn't mean to, kind of spend so much time on this. And look, it's going back up again from those dips on FWBI. There's the dip on ISEE. Why did it take so long, folks, for this dip? The 106 million public float. That's a lot of public. That's a lot of public shares out there. You know what I mean? That's a lot of public shares out there. And then APDN, look at this one. This one's coming back from the dip. This is a very entertaining buy right here just for the next couple of minutes. So that's how you day trade, folks. I hope you folks have gathered something from what I've just, kind of demonstrated here. It's not entirely difficult, but it's not entirely easy either. Like I said, this is not gambling. People are saying this is like gambling. No, it's not. And take a look at First Wave. What did I tell you? Take a look at First Wave. Whoever got in on the dip right there would be making goddamn money. Look at that. Look. If you would have got 1,000 shares right now at about 320, Hold on. What was the lowest point here on one of these dips? Oh, it was 376, 380. Look at this. Look at this. And you see, it's up to you as a capitalist when to sell off. You know, if you're looking at level 2 and you're like, hey, man, look, people are buying more ass than bids here. And I mean, the price seems to be going up and up. I mean, that's what I'm talking about right there, folks. All right. That's how it is right there. Boom. You would have made some money right there. Very easy. Very easy. It's just, you have to kind of know what you're doing. And what makes the best capitalist is not being too greedy. It's better to get some cash than no cash. Some people would have sold off at this point, and even if you sell off and it keeps going up, take half of what you had invested in it and buy into it again and see if you can't catch another increase. I mean, that's the game. That's the game. Look at that. Unbelievable. I told you. I told you guys. I said, this is my favorite one out here. Didn't I say that? I said FWBI is my favorite. Why? High volume in the pre-market, low public float. So these volatile spikes are going to go all day long. So this stock, I'd be day trading all day long. I'd be getting in and out of this one. I would maybe entertain this one, but I don't know. I don't like how these are taking so long to dip. And this one isn't too bad either. This one isn't too bad either. Where are we at? Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at APDN. What did I tell you? Huh? What did I tell you?
Does Pinochet have bad
Woo!
For
I'm telling you, baby.
I hope you can spend at least 15
I'm the
seconds
badass of
describing
business.
it.
And shut up, Coyote Musk
I'm a sick
sent.
man.
Shut
People
up.
From the chat.
And
Can
by the way, you
chime
want to
in
know
with some
why
animal
these are
smells that
spiked?
have really
Shut
gotten
up,
to you?
Coyote
Describe
Musk sent,
them?
you sick prick. Jesus Christ. And you notice the stock market is going down. Okay, this is why I love seeing what's going on in the pre-market. Anything that's up in the market that has high volume or appropriate volume for the public float out there. This is why I like the down market, because everybody is flocking. You can see it, right? You can see that institutional investors that are day trading and retail investors, they're flocking to these stocks. I mean, you can see it. Look at First Wave Biopharma. What did I tell you? What did I tell? I mean, dude, they call me the badass of business for a reason. I'm telling you, anybody who is listening to Ghost right now and was entertaining day trading plays, they are making money right now. Okay, and dude, I do this not every morning. I do this occasionally because I got a whole bunch of other shit to do. I got brick mortar businesses. I got to do this show at 9 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays. I got a lot on my plate. All right, so I occasionally hook this up, dude. Look, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, folks, this is day trading. None of these assholes that are out here that are supposed experts are going to tell you this. I mean, you know how much money it would cost you to learn what I just demonstrated to you all today using MarketWatch? And the only reason I don't show you like a day trading type of a clinic is because the trading platform that I use has my fucking account information all over this, plastered all over the place. So I will do this, though. If there is a trading platform out there that would, entertain, I would advertise any trading platform that kind of eliminates any kind of account, or anything that these hackers can get into. I will demonstrate easily how to day trade. I would easily demonstrate how to do that because, dude, this is how you do it. You see this? Look at this. Look at First Wave Biopharma. I told you this was my favorite out of all the ones that we were watching in the pre-market. Didn't I say that? This was my favorite. I said this one, I mean, even though it's high, I don't like the high public float, 106 million shares. You could see it reflected in the chart. You see that? Look at those like jagged edges going up this peak here. I mean, that's an indication of a high public float, a lot of shares, outstanding. Take a look at this one. Take a look at this one, man. Unbelievable. It amazes me every time I do this because it's easy money. Sometimes I'm like, man, Ghost, it's not fair. You're taking all these retail investors' money, man. It's not fair, Ghost. No, I think it's fair. I think it's absolutely fair. Take a look at this. Look at First Wave Biopharma. This one was my favorite. I told you guys. It just keeps going up. It just keeps going up. Take a look at that. 1 day's work. All right. If you would have bought anywhere in here, 1 day's work, you probably made more money in 1 day than most people do in a week. All right. You're welcome, by the way. All right. All right. Take the PC shot off. I hope that you all, kind of recognize the kind of things that I'm demonstrating to you folks. And the reason I'm doing this is because I genuinely want more capitalists in this country or in the world, in Western civilization. I want to inspire as many capitalists as possible because I believe that if we had society of capitalists, this would be a great place. It would be a great place.